back from the dead.
Hi guys, and welcome to another speed build on my channel. So today's speed build is like a kind of Tumblr-ish home. I downloaded like a lot, like heaps and heaps of custom content. Sorry if I'm speaking a bit quiet because the rest of my family is in my house right now, so yeah. Usually when I record voiceovers and stuff, I'm the only one home, so that's why I'm like, you know, what? But I'm just trying to be quiet. So yeah, so today's speed build is like a Tumblr-ish kind of I do really like it. Like I said, I downloaded a lot of clutter, like heaps and heaps of it. So there's like a lot of it in this house, and I do really like it. So I haven't really used clutter that much in my houses, but I can see why everyone else uses it, you know. Now that I use it, I've been like converted. I'm like, yeah, okay, I like it. I think it's really cool. And it really makes the house look like lived in, you know, like, yeah. So I'm using a lot of it. And you may notice throughout the build that I don't really focus on the backyard so much. It's huge, it's like massive, but I don't really focus on it that much because I'm more into the actual interior of the house, and the amount of custom content I use in this house is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, there's so much custom content in this build, it's absolutely insane. But yeah, I think custom content makes the house, you know, kind of how you want it to be, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how to say it. And I had a lot of trouble configuring the upstairs part here that I'm doing right now. But this layout that I just made now, this one here is, yeah, I actually like it, and I had a lot of trouble with the space, but I think I figured it out well, and I like how I did it. And I really like this, like, distressed wood kind of background look. And yeah, I couldn't really figure out the windows, but then I have found these windows that I have here, and I think they're really cool. They're like, it suits the kitchen area because it's just like a long strip of windows. It's really cool. And this kitchen is really awesome as well. I need to stop saying like really cool. Yeah, I mean, I like the kitchen. I think I could have done better, but yeah, I'm usually opposed to using build custom content. I don't know. I really like Maxis Match custom content, like clothing custom content and hair, you know, that kind of stuff. That's usually the only custom content I download. But after I got all this, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna use all this, and I did. I made this build, and I actually really like it. Because I think because the kitchen is the first part I made of the house, it's not my favorite, I guess. Like, I feel like it did way better in the other parts. Like, the master bedroom is probably my favorite room in the house. And the living room. I really like the living room. The downstairs area is not really, like, separated into rooms per se. It's just kind of a big area. The only room in there is the bathroom to the left of the kitchen there, where that door is. But yeah, the whole downstairs area is kind of like an open area, and I really like that. I think it makes it like flow well and be like modern, and I didn't want it to be like closed in, you know. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, I really like how I did the living room. I think I spent quite a long time doing it. And I got this really cool Xbox console thing, custom content clutter from I believe it was 1 billion pixels. I think that's where it's from. So yeah, I got that from there, and I knew I had to use it. So I used it in the living room, and the living room looks really lived in, is what I'm gonna say. And I love these chairs. I love these chairs in real life. In the dining room, and I just had to use them. And this plant, I wanted to use that plant because it's so cool, but I ended up getting rid of it because I actually put it somewhere else. Like, I put it in the master bedroom, I think, because it fit perfectly in the master bedroom, but it didn't really. I just kind of wanted something there. Yeah. Oh, this entrance area is also one of my favorite areas of the house. It's so cool. I really like it, and I really like that coat hanger, clothesline rail thingy, and these bags. Oh, these bags look so cool. And those flowers, the flowers look so real, you know. But yeah, I think they look really cool. And these logs, I love those logs, and I wanted to find somewhere to use them, but they didn't really fit there. But I do use them later on. And I like the area that I put them in, and that area is a really cool area, I think. And now we're moving on to the living room, which is underneath the stairs, which I think is really cool. Yeah. I really like that couch. I think it's really cool. And the other chair that I put in, the small chair, I think it was a bit too big for the space, so I put that smaller chair in with the sides that are like open to make it feel more open, you know what I mean? And this is where the Xbox games, this area kind of thing, this area next to the TV, it moves a lot, like, it not moves, it changes a lot. So I had this massive basket, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put all the Xbox games in there, but I'm like, nah, that doesn't really work, so I just put them all there, kind of piled them up in front, and then I had to make sure they were actually touching each other, because then, you know, physics. I love that guitar, it's really cool. And there's the Xbox console and one of the controllers, and then I wanted to put a coffee table and then put the other controller on that, but the other coffee tables were too big, so I used this little tree trunk thing, and I think it's really cool. And I'll put a little coffee mug there because I think it's pretty nice too. And I love those curtains, the ombre ones. They're really nice. Yeah. And this area behind the living room was kind of like bare, so I put that rug there to kind of fill in the space, because I think it felt kind of empty. I really like the living room because it's like really like cozy. Oh, and I love this wall art, the world map. I think it's so awesome. And I wanted to find something to put on that wall by the kitchen, and I did. And I think what I put there is really cool. And that wall over in the entranceway looked kind of like bare, so I had to put something there. And yeah, so I ended up putting that there, and I think it's really cool. And the bathrooms, I like the master bathroom, like the ensuite, better than I like this room, but I really like that map. I think it's really cool. And I like how I put those picture frames above the toilet. I think it looks cool. And here we're moving on to the master bathroom, the ensuite. I like this room. I think it looks nice in the end. I like those towel rails. I think that's really nice. And that the maps. Now this bed changes up like heaps. Like, I make a whole bed and then I'm like, nah, I don't like it. So I moved. I completely changed around the whole thing. And I really like, I have to stop saying that, but I do, it's true, I really like it. And this is where I changed that plant there, and then I had to change the plant in the dining room because I put the same one there. So yeah, and then I'm like, what am I going to put above the bed? Because a painting, I really like that painting, but I actually do swap it out for something later. Oh, and I love this bedside table area. I think it looks really cool. it's all cluttered. It's all cluttered and everything. It's really, really nice. And these pillows, I love those pillows because they're like not the same. You know, they don't look the same. They're like on different angles and stuff. It looks really awesome. And those paintings, the chalkboard thing. And I love that deer head. That deer head, but it has like a weird glitch where when you zoom out, it kind of is not like the antlers aren't there and everything. And it goes like, yeah, see right there. But when you zoom in closer to it, all the details are there again. But yeah, it made it kind of difficult for photos. But you know, I made it work in the end. In this area, I really like the end result of this desk. I think the desk changes heaps. And if you saw, I pulled out those logs again because I wanted to use those so badly, but they didn't really fit in. And I like this area. It's like an open closet kind of area. It's an interesting shape, this room, because of the bathroom. Because the actual room's just like a normal rectangle, squarish shape, but the bathroom makes interesting angles. Because I put the door on an angle, which I really like. And like I said, with the dining room chairs, I really love those chairs, so I used it as a desk chair for the desk in here. And these shelves, I love those shelves. And I wanted to put a blanket on here, so yeah. And the rug is really awesome. That's really cool. And these pillows are really cool too. And I used the same curtains from downstairs. And then I made this room a kid's room, but you know, you can do whatever you want with it and use the same chair. And I really wanted to use that blanket, but it didn't work with anything, so I had to get rid of it. But that's okay. And I actually really like this corner of this room. I think it looks nice. And these paintings were giving me a bit of a, you know, like a Melanie Martinez vibe. If I'm the only one. No, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. And I love those paintings that are on the side, like they lean up against the wall. Those are cool. And I love this like side table swing hanging thing. It is awesome. It's so cool. So I wanted to use it. And then I made this kind of side table thing, and I think it looks nice. Yeah, and then I put that potted plant out in the hallway, and this is like one of my favorite parts of the house. It's so cool. It's I'm trying not to use really nice or really cool, but it is. I wanted to use that hanging chair, but it didn't really, like, the color palette wasn't the color palette I was going for in that corner. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to cut those parts out, but see, I put the logs there, and I think they suit perfectly, because I wanted this to kind of be like a neutral, rustic kind of area. So the hanging chair was only like bright colors, and it didn't really work, so that's alright. And this bookshelf is a functioning bookshelf, but you can also put things in it, which is so cool. It's a bedroom set. I'm not sure who it's by, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah. So now we're finished with the interior, and we're gonna go outside. And I wanted to put like one of the potted plants out there, but I thought it wouldn't be very realistic in real life to have like small potted plants there, so I put the big ones out. And I like this corner garden thing I did. I think it looks cool, and I love those ferns. As soon as I got outdoor retreat, I was like, oh yay, I have these that I can use, because there's only so many times you can use that one fern that comes with the base game. and I think I've kind of used that one to its full potential already, so I'm glad that I got a new one to use. And I really wanted a sparkle here, but this area, I don't really like it. I really don't like it now, but I think in the end it's not too bad. And then I found this pegboard thing, and then you can put all the Polaroids on it, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I just discovered a bunch of clutter that I missed before, so I was like going through, putting stuff in, you know. And yeah, so it's actually near the end, so I'm just gonna see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna sign off now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, peace out.